It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to our wedding-inspired show this morning. Of course, I'm inspired by my own impending nuptials. In less than a month, I'm going to be tying the knot, and I couldn't be more excited. But it's given us an opportunity today to explore all things wedding-related. And meeting with the florist and decor stylist is a big part of that process. Before you do know, get to know what you want, you need to go through this checklist. And when Nazima Noor founded the Flower Girl back in 2016, she had one goal in mind: to create and share her love for custom floral creations, and boy, isn't she doing that. Nazima drew on her experiences as a fashion designer and makeup artist with a string and a very of successes immediately, and I think this all rounded off by a strong sense of visuals and color coordination. She just has that knack, and her passion for providing a bespoke customer experience proved to be a winning combination, leading to her success in the local floristry and decor industry. As I said, she's achieved a lot in a very short amount of time, and today Nazima walks us through a custom seating arrangement and this beautiful flower arrangement that I see before me. I've looked at a lot of flowers, obviously, in the last few months, building towards my own wedding. Nazima, thank you so much for bringing your very trademark sense of creativity to the space. Let's start with this beautiful piece that you've put together. Walk us through this creation. It is gorgeous.
Okay, so today I decided to create a boho chic themed main table.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite trendy right now, so using a lot of warm tones, a lot of dried flowers. So I've used a velvet thick tablecloth.
This crushed velvet vibe, yeah.
In a rich color. To go with it, I added a burnt orange napkin.
Nice.
It's a bit softer though than the velvet, just to add texture.
Okay.
Okay, a white dinner plate, and then this placemat here, which is very popular right now. Very unique.
Yeah, but I think that you want something unique. You want to find a balance, and often it's about finding that one accent that you will spend the money on, invest on, to elevate everything else. Don't spend a ridiculous amount on every element of your wedding.
Pieces.
Exactly. You need those accent pieces. I love the fact that and I think that's a general style sense or motivation at the moment, is bringing outside inside, and especially in a wedding space, you want it to feel fresh and natural and earthed.
Right, and then I've added gold cutlery to match my gold candlestick holders. So it just like blends in, and then I thought this beautiful glasses over here in the green color, just to add something to it.
There's a bit of old school. There's a nostalgic feel. It feels like this is something that 3 generations would absolutely love, and there are some beautiful little contemporary additions. Let's be honest, though, at the heart of decor and design at a wedding are the flowers. Why are flowers such an important part?
Well, flowers add a lot, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it adds a lot to the table. It adds colors, it adds textures, and it's something very personal to the bride and groom as well. Yeah, so...
and it is. It becomes yet another way that you can have your own personality and what makes you as a couple special and what you want to be represented kind of front and center. As I understand it, there is something special about your flowers specifically. Can you fill me in?
Okay, so I use a lot of silk artificial flowers. So these aren't real flowers besides the greens. And I use preserved flowers as well, but they can be rented from me. So you don't have to purchase them, in other words.
And I mean, I've heard people dropping 140 grand on fresh flowers for a wedding, which you don't need to do. Go to the Maldives on your honeymoon.
It's nice, eh?
And I'm glad the wedding industry has gotten a little less precious about it, and they are looking at ways of making weddings more accessible.
Definitely.
Because everyone deserves to have the most special and wonderful day, and it shouldn't come at a prohibitively expensive cost. I love that. Let's talk about the current trends at the moment. Okay, obviously we've got the flowers are center stage here, but what are the trends that drive you, and what's got you most excited about where we are at the moment?
Trends now are basically little bud for the guest tables, little bud vases with single stems flowers, preserved flowers, lots of preserved, and lots of candlelight too.
I love, again, bringing a natural feel, because you want it to be warm and comforting and engaging, and you want people to make those connections and have space to be able to kind of do their own thing, but also feel like they're part of a bigger, the bigger flow of the evening. Just very quickly, if people are looking for interesting ways of introducing flowers, I know the big centerpieces might not be for everybody's taste.
Yeah, I know.
So it's about being able to bring in those elements in the right way, how would you recommend someone does that?
I think, well, floral installations are like very in right now. A beautiful arch, a beautiful flower wall, maybe. Well, basically, you could add flowers anywhere.
I love it, but I love the idea because everyone, you've got to gram it, otherwise it's not an official wedding. So if you've got a flower
100%.
wall, it suddenly creates another talking point, another experiential element of the wedding. What you've done is amazing. I can understand why you're the it girl at the moment in this space. Your work is incredible. And we will have Nazima's details up here. If you have impending nuptials or if you're just planting that seed, excuse the pun, and are looking for some great decor ideas, we'll make sure that you can connect with her. But thank you so much for giving us some beautiful wedding-inspired inspiration. And we're going to continue on that trend with another amazing performance and more decor ideas. Don't stray too far.